It is 2009. A new year could be a new you. That's what this guy says. This is Scott Uhalt, the Wellness Director at Phil Long Dealerships. Yeah. Welcome. And I got to ask, Phil Long, what does that do with fitness? What do you do there?
Basically, what I do is I work with our health insurance plan and our employees, and the bottom line is that we try to improve employee health through prevention and through wellness, so that they don't utilize our health care as much, and we can take care of a lot of illness before it manifests itself.
So that would keep the cost low then for the business.
Yes, that helps.
And helps with productivity of the employees.
No doubt about it. And fitness is just one part of it, but it's we have a whole list of things that we try to do, from stress management to weight loss to tobacco cessation programs. And really the bottom line is to try to help enhance the productivity of the employee and manage health care costs.
And all that plan is kind of the reason you're here. We're going to be doing over the next couple of weeks, going over some of the aspects of the plan. Let's start, you say the first step is determining what you need to change, right?
Yeah, a lot of people, they want to lose weight or quit smoking, but they don't know exactly how to go about doing it. So I think the best way to do it is pinpoint exactly, specifically what it is you want to change, and then make some parameters, some goals that you can reach and actually measure to make sure you reach them.
Now the second step, I like to call the hunt and gather. You say it's all about collecting information and becoming informed about what the changes you need to make, right?
Yeah, a lot of people, let's take smoking. They smoke when they're stressed, they smoke when they've completed a task, they smoke when they go out, maybe not so much that anymore, but there's habits that we do, and if you can identify where you do things, why you do them, for what reasons you do them, then you can start to develop a game plan to overcome those obstacles so that you can unlearn that behavior and replace it with a more appropriate behavior.
So it's more of a mental game more than anything right out of the gate.
More so than anything.
Yeah. The third step, you say, is to develop 3 sets of goals: a short term, a medium term, and a long term. Why is that?
The goals should build into themselves, and a lot of times people, they want to lose 20 pounds or 30 pounds. Well, you know what? You have to lose 2 or 3 before you get to 20. And a lot of times people set themselves up for failure. They haven't done anything, say, gym-wise, and then they go do everything in 1 or 2 days in their new annual membership, and they get really sore and stiff, and they say, man, now I know I don't exercise, it hurts. And so they undermine their effort. And if you put the goals and let them build upon themselves, one goal leads to the next. You get a lot of benefit, a lot of esteem building, and it helps you end up to be more successful at the end.
Baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps.
As they say. Next step, you say, the baby step, is to make a date, like a date when it gets started. Do you put an end date on it, or is it open-ended?
I would say put both on there. You definitely want to pick a start date, because that, you can mentally prepare for that, you can get ready for it. And you also want to have an end date, because a lot of times if you don't have an end date on it, it can drag out. Like, I want to quit smoking. Well, I'm going to quit sometime, but hopefully that sometime comes. And if you put an end date on it, this is when I want to be done, then you can actually measure and see if you were successful or not.
And you also talk about maybe keeping a journal during this process. Is that good too?
I think journals are huge. I know it's time consuming and it takes effort, but by the end of the day, we've forgotten an awful lot of what we've done during the day. And if you journal things, especially as it relates to what you're trying to change, you can go back, reflect on that, and then make changes if need be, or continue to do the things that you've done where you do well.
Next step, you say, is to be ready to be flexible, and everything is in a state of flux with the goals, right?
Absolutely, and one thing I'd like to point out is, it's a stringent word, but relapse, for lack of a better word. People are going to fail. It's not like a light switch gets turned off and on when you change a habit. You're going to relapse, and if you can identify what caused that and the reasons around that, the next time that comes, you can develop a game plan to overcome that. I'm not going to say you're going to completely overcome it, but in time you'll eventually overcome it.
And we're going to see next week how we do. We're going to have some assessment tests you'll give us here on our website, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely. One of the things we can do is help you figure out where your mental readiness to change is. And if we get you on the right page, we can be a lot more successful with our interventions or our support. And there's a little questionnaire that I can give you, and you can find out where your mental readiness is to change, whether it's quitting smoking or managing stress or anything.
We'll have a link to that on our website, coloradoconnection.com. Scott Uhalt from Phil Long Dealerships, thanks for coming in. We'll see you next week.
You bet.